The co-founder of Apple going public with his beef over the new Steve Jobs movie. The studio just released these clips featuring Ashton Kutcher. Overnight, we spoke to the man who was right there for the birth of this company, and he is not happy. ABC's John Mueller on the story. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. As they say in showbiz, there is no such thing as bad publicity, but in this case, the criticism comes from the man who may have known Steve Jobs best, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak. After viewing a preview clip of this movie, he tells ABC News they got it all wrong.
You can see what you're working on while you're working on it.
Okay.
Don't you think this is freedom?
It may be entertaining, but is this newly released clip from the upcoming Steve Jobs biopic Jobs true to real life? Good Morning America asked a guy who would know, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, portrayed in the film by actor Josh Gad. His response?
I don't know. The clip I saw was just so far from anything that really happened or said that in those days.
Nobody wants to buy a computer.
In the clip, Jobs and Wozniak are arguing over the merits of building a personal computer for home use. Overnight, Wozniak told us the first thing that struck him as inaccurate were the personalities. Ashton Kutcher portrays Jobs as a tech visionary, a role Wozniak says Jobs didn't truly embrace until much later in life.
As far as the personalities that were in that scene, this was just ridiculous. Like Steve Jobs is some overseeing, oh my gosh, I'm kind of like the father of society. I've got the ideas that are, going to drive. No, didn't act like that at all.
What do you call the system?
The operating system.
The operating system. And
That's what I call it.
Another thing Woz says the filmmakers got wrong, the wardrobe.
The portrayal in the clip was a little absurd. I never wore a tie or looked like a professional. And in that scene, I kind of looked like a real professional.
The 62-year-old Wozniak formed Apple Computer with Jobs in 1976. The film attempts to portray the defining years of Steve Jobs' life. Wozniak was no doubt an important part of that. But what would Steve Jobs think of his portrayal?
I think he would have been a little offended and embarrassed by it, just like myself. I think Steve would say, "Oh, that was, a little too phony."
All right, in response to Wozniak's critique, the film's publicist told Entertainment Weekly that the film is not a documentary or a word-for-word depiction. It's a feature film. Wozniak himself grants this much, saying he just watched one scene and the entire film might be great. Who knows?